I can't even put it into words how much I love ceramics. It's kind of like my own world.
I've become the artist that I've always wanted to be. This is where I saw myself when I was in high school, when I was looking towards being an artist and studying art, because that was my passion.
The ceramics department at USC has a long and rich history. It was founded in 1932. We've had so many illustrious teachers through the years, including Carlton Ball, Vivica Hino, and the most renowned faculty member, Ken Price. We have an array of equipment, gas kilns, electric kilns, raku. Students have the opportunity to learn clay and glazes. We have specific wheel throwing classes. We also have the opportunity for students to interact with people of different departments. There have been collaborations between engineering and archaeology and music, all with the different areas of the Roski School. So they get a very well-rounded opportunity here at USC.
The mix of art majors and non-majors that I have in my classes create an interesting dynamic in that the non-art majors that come into the class will bring other life and school experiences that perhaps an art major wouldn't consider, such as a pre-med or a psychology major, tend to have interesting views of the body or the mind.
I feel like having architect, the biologist, the communications major in my class, I feel like they offer, a non-specialist point of view, and they help bring life and art together.
Especially when I'm teaching non-majors, a lot of them come into this class with a little bit of doubt or trepidation. And then to see them, as artists and as makers kind of grow in the course of a semester and, kind of learning the fundamentals and then within that finding their own voice to be creative.
Not only do students come from different disciplines to study art at USC, they also come from many countries, and I find that different cultures have different approaches to ceramics, and I think that broadens the perspective of all the students in my class.
USC students are really engaged in the classroom. A lot of the students are non-majors, but they still want to be the best at what they're doing. They're all driven to be successful. I find USC students across the board consistently would like to be challenged. And as a teacher, that's great.
There are people from all over the United States, all over the world, that are studying art here, and they all bring different ideas to the art world, and becoming friends with them and interacting with them on a daily basis is really what inspires me with my work, because everybody's so creative here.
People might think that going to an art school where you study only studio classes is better, but in reality, when you go to university, you're learning so many other things. So when you go out to the real world and you want to maybe even talk about your art to somebody who does not necessarily understand your language perfectly, that's going to give you an advantage being a university graduate.
What I think is important for students to take out of my class is that they have the ability to make things and that they have the ability to be creative. And if they end up in another environment down the road, whether it's ceramics or some other material, they have the confidence to know they'll be able to problem solve and come up with something interesting and compelling and something that's unique to themselves. Personally, I'm a firm believer that if somebody wants to make art, they can make art.